Welcome to Caching Waves. This is your Elliott Wave update for FLR. Now out on the 4 hour, we're working on a 5-wave diagonal to the upside, currently in the 4th wave. Now current targets for that 5th are up around 5 cents, between 4.6 cents and 5.2 cents. Be able to target that better once we get our 4th wave pivot in. Right now that's just a placeholder, but ideally to keep this count intact, we want to stay above this order block. We can pass through it quickly like we did here for our wave 2, but we'd want to recover very quickly after the fact. As of right now, we have a potential B wave high in. I believe we're going to come up and make a little bit higher B wave, and this ends up being a running flat where we protect the A wave low and correct above the previous wave. So we'll dig down to the 1 hour here for this 4th wave. If you've been following along my videos, you know I've been looking for this move to the downside. We've been tracking, making sure it falls out of our pitchfork so I can get rid of this pitchfork. We're now below it. Now looking for our A wave, looking for our A, B, C within our B wave, and then targeting up to our C wave in B to the upside after we reach targets here. So I'm going to be taking this scalp long. I don't suggest trading it unless you're actively watching the market, but I'm going to be tracking it on the way down. Stop is going to go at the A wave and looking for about a 2-to-1 risk reward. That's the minimum requirement I usually use for a trade setup. And whenever this B wave within the B ends, I will be targeting the 1-to-1 extension for the move to the upside. So the way we're expecting this to move is our A wave, B wave, C wave, and then we go up for our 5th. So this is the trade setup I'm looking at. I pulled the retracement from our A wave. We ticked the 0.618 retracement off this move to the downside, exactly as we should. Now looking for this C wave within the smaller B wave to complete. Our 1-to-1 extension on that is currently at 2.915 on log scale and 2.893 on linear scale. I usually go with the closer of the two, but as soon as we break this wave, which is a smaller A wave within this correction at 3.066 cents, we can be considered complete. We just need to break below that A wave. We could just slightly break it. We could come to the 1-to-1. Ideally, we come to the 1-to-1, but we'll see. And we have to pass the 70% retracement of this larger A wave to consider the fact, right here in gray you see, to consider the fact that we make 5 in the C wave. If we don't reach that level, most likely we make 3 waves to the upside. So everything's looking good. You can also throw on, if you're tracking this, you can throw on a channel. Like so, just to track along for it. Look for it to hit that 1-to-1 or the middle of the channel if we don't get the full correction. But looking good. This is going to be my trade setup somewhere in here. I'm going to be watching it and targeting the 1-to-1 whenever the bottom of this B wave is in. All right, guys, so that's it for FLR. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.